Hey, hey, hey! Let me... Good evening, everybody! I don't know how to... Hi, Alison! I'm not sure how to write on this. Still don't know how to work my phone.
You just concentrate on doing what you're doing, I'll get everything sorted.
Yeah, because I can't... it's not working. Don't know why. How is everybody this evening? I feel like I've not been on forever. Right. How are we all doing? Ah, thank you, Alison. Let me just pin this comment. Hello, Rob. How are you, dear? Right, I'm just going to spray some magic rose water on my face. I burnt my head with my tongs and it's stinging. So this should help. I've actually been using this rose water for anybody that has dermatitis and things. I get it on my hands. Do you know what? I don't even know if I've got a before picture, but my hands are normally really bad and broken. I get big gashes and things in them, and this rose water has been great. It's been a lifesaver. It's really helped. So for anybody that suffers with she's painting. Anybody that suffers with dermatitis or any skin issues, it's well worth trying the rose water. Right, let's get these brows on. Not much hair to brush, is there really? So how has everybody been? I feel like I've not spoken to anyone for months. Well, it's been about a week, but I feel like it's been months since I was last on. What is Mia painting, Robert? Right. Let's get this show on the road and get the brows on. I am in the comments, haven't I? Let's try and tip this down a bit. How cold is it getting outside though? It's getting that nippy way in the air now, isn't it? Kids' bedroom took them all day. Oh, that's nice. And I take it you're helping, Rob, yes? I think my face is in the comments, is it? Because I can't really see over them. Good job not doing it in my mirror. I might have to...
I'll tilt that, yeah.
Tilt it a bit, yeah. Right, so let's get some brows on. Oh, I hope you are, Robert, and not just pretending. Is that better? That's fine, yeah.
I've got a delay, so I don't know.
Yeah, I'll put that down. See if that helps. Oh, hold on. Notifications. I think that's on silent now. Bye. Right, I'm just going to do these brows. How close is it to Christmas? It's so close.
Stop swearing.
Everybody's putting on so many Fridays until Christmas and I'm like, no, don't say that. Who's started their Christmas shopping? Or has even done all their Christmas shopping? If you are watching on replay, guys, please stick a 1 in the comments. Hi, Gail. If we're not friends on Facebook, feel free to add me as a friend. Not even started. I've not started either, Jennifer, if I'm honest. I can't start though because I would just give them it. But
Thinking the world was coming to an end again.
yeah. So many people have said they've just got to get a few other things and that's their Christmas shopping done. Wow, it's finished. You're so organised, Rachel. Oh, Andrew, Dawn, how do you just do it? I think my kids would be in all the cupboards looking for the stuff if they knew that I even had one thing. They would just look for it.
Is that right? You're coming off your PlayStation.
People have finished their Christmas shopping. That must be great.
Oh God, I'd love to feel that. Like,
It must be.
at this time of year.
I've managed to be organised for my daughter's birthday at the end of the month. That's it. This thing's just going to go in and out. I might have to use a different phone next time.
I love how you say you're well organised for her birthday.
I know. Just about done my son. Mine's December as well, and so's my daughter. And funnily enough, my daughter's 21 on the 12th of December, and I'm 40 on the 16th, 4 days later, and then we've got Christmas. So this is, not the best year, but yeah, I have her birthday just before Christmas as well. It's not easy. Right, let's go into the other one and go back to that. Hello, Ian.
Is that ASL again?
Mm-hmm.
Down for me and get the fuck off that feed.
That's fair, please. As long as he's not rude. Oh, thank you. Do I really? Yeah, 21 my oldest is this year. I've got the grey hairs to prove it. May not look it, but I feel it. I certainly feel it. I actually feel about 70. And I'm so jealous because a lot of unique presenters are away to Cancun. They won a trip to Cancun. And look, some of them have been going live and it looks fantastic. Next year it's a trip to is it the Bahamas?
I think so.
A cruise or something next year, so very exciting. They really look after their presenters. They really do. It's fantastic. Right, they're different. Yes, this is a Splurge cream to powder eyeshadow that I use on my brows. Not even sure. This has been on half price for about 2 weeks because this particular colour's been discontinued. Just don't. So if this colour's Proud, if this was your eyebrow colour, it's worth going in and having, this dries to a powder so it doesn't smudge and it becomes waterproof. So it's marvellous. I don't like a shiny brow, and a lot of the brow products are quite shiny, and then when you go out in the rain and things, I'm terrible for touching my face, and I just spread it all over the place, and I've got my eyebrow up here and things, so this is fantastic for me. Right, I'm just going to fill this bit in.
No, it's nothing on your life, it's just what's come through. You just carry on, I'll show you. See where it says you're live on my phone? The one above it. Don't say the name or anything out.
I don't get it. Right. You like a matte brown, do you? Do you do your eyebrows often, Ian?
I'm going to go in under your account. I've got fun filming, but we can't do that.
Well, as long as nobody's rude, we don't do rudeness. There's no need for rudeness. Right. I'm going to stop mucking about with these because they're never the same anyway. Right, and I'm going to go in with my concealer and clean this up a bit. Yeah, Ian does need to take a wee chill pill, you're correct there.
I don't want to get locked out of your account, I can't get in it now.
Right, I'm just going to clean up underneath my brows with the concealer. This colour is called Proud. If you're as dark as me, you can put it on a bit lighter if you're as dark as me. This was on special half price in the steals and deals section on my website. You do get the next colour down from this, if this was too dark, would be Faithful, I think it is. And that's quite that's a good colour for if you're slightly lighter than me. I've got really dark brows, so I need to use a darker one. But I'm sure I would be able to get away with Faithful as well, if I'm being honest. But the Proud is on for half price if it is still available. Because it's been discontinued and I'm absolutely gutted because it's the only thing I've got for my brows that actually works and stays put. I have bought a couple to last me, but... And this is going to last... God, I've had this since July and I've used it. I don't use it every single day, but I mean, you could barely see it's even been touched, so it's going to last. Yeah, have a look and see if it's still on, because it's worth getting it while it's half price.
Maybe in a minute.
Right, so I'm just cleaning that up with the concealer, and I'm just going to take that all over my lid to cover all those veins and redness. And give me a base for my eyeshadow to go on. Did anyone watch that programme, The Circle? I've heard so much about it, but I haven't actually watched it yet. I've heard that a lot of people said it was quite good. Some people said it was rubbish. Some people said it was good. So I don't know if it's going to be worth watching. Right, so just going to rub that in. And I'm going to go in with this light Discreet to set my concealer so it doesn't crease. That was concealer that I put on my eyelids. I think that's all I've put on. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. What's Eurotrash? I don't think I've heard of that. Is that rubbish? Is he?
Do you remember the woman who died through heart failure because her boobs were too big? She was the thing on Eurotrash. It was pretty much trashy things that happened in Europe.
Ah. Well, you must have watched it as well. You know that. Right, I'm just going to set this in so that my concealer doesn't crease.
I know, because it's stupid.
This concealer is full coverage, so we'll cover pretty much anything you want. But it gives me a base for my eyeshadow. It'll allow my eyeshadow to come out a bit more as well. Right, and I'm going to start off with a light brown, which is Arrogant. So I'm going to go in with that. Just take a little dip of that. No problem, okay? And I'm just going to put that right into the crease and just above. Ah, thank you, Mike. And that's before I've even started. He says that isn't Eurotrash. What is it then? Right, so I'm just going to use that as my transition colour. If you could please share, guys, I would really appreciate it.
Really,
I'm very quiet tonight. What?
You gonna sing song today?
Yep, a wee sing song with it. Right, just going to do the same over here. Oh, is it a rude thing, is it? I might have guessed. I've set my mirror up right underneath my stand, and I'm still looking in the phone to do my makeup. Was it really? Well, I told you not to be rude, so let's just leave it there. It's pinned at the bottom. Can you see my post pinned at the bottom?
I can see it.
Yeah, I know, Kate. Do you know what? So did I, though. It's really, it's amazing how makeup works differently from what we done it years ago. It's totally crazy. But yeah, it does make a difference once you know. It's definitely worth putting a concealer on your eyes before to give it like just a plain base for your thingy going on. Who's being rude? I see. You see the pinned. I think someone says they couldn't see my... If you see the pinned post by Darren Lee, that's my website. Right, so I'm just going to use this as a transition colour. This is just the first colour. Then I'm going to be shimmery tonight. I'm going to go in with, this is one of the new colours. This is called Delicious. And this is like a brown shimmer. You can see that it's shimmering. Is it called Moonstruck Brown? No, this is called Splurge Cream Eyeshadow. I'll show you. Splurge, it's an eyeshadow, but it goes on like a pomade and dries to a powder and becomes smudge proof. Yeah, have a look, Kay, and see. If you need anything, just send me a message and I'll help you out. Yeah, this is a cream eyeshadow, but dries to a powder and it doesn't smudge and it becomes waterproof. So once you've put them on, you know, if you put your brows on in, say, the morning, that's you all day. All day with your brows, no need to worry. Right, I'm going to go in with this Delicious. And I'm just going to take that more into the crease. I'm just going to darken that outer edge. Give it a bit of a pop. I think there's some pink on that. I think I'm putting some pink on that as well. Are you joking me? That's not very nice, putting your post on somebody else's post, my dear. That's not nice at all. Right, so I'm just going to darken this. As you could see, this has got like a, it's got like a tinge of, I don't know, like a purpley pinky tinge to it, unless that's just what was on my bra, on the top of it. This eye will be different, wait you see, because I've cleaned it. I have a purple eye and a brown eye. Right, so I'm just going to darken that, and as you could see, you just need the smallest amount of the eyeshadow, and it's so pigmented. It was someone called Talib Jahanjah. Talib Jahanjah. That was his name. I've probably said it completely wrong. It's probably something like Fred or something, but that's what I've seen. Right, I'm going to go over to the other eye and then I shall blend that out. So this is one of the new colours, the new shimmer colours. But these are just little plates of eyeshadow. And because you only need like one little dab, they're going to last for ages. People think that, oh, you know, buying the expensive makeup, but I think if you get your wear out of them for like so long, it's well worth it. I know, Gail. Do you know what? The more lives they do, there's always a wee bit more and more randoms coming on and got something to say, so. Right, so I'm just going to go back to my fluffy brush and I'm just going to blend the edges of that so there's no harsh lines. Yeah, you can get brushes. You could get brushes from the site. just go into the tools section, you could have a look there. I tell you what, it really does make a difference having the right brushes. I never believed in that, if I'm going to be honest with you. I've always just bought cheap brushes. I would go on to the likes of Wish and buy loads of brushes. But see when you get the good ones, you realise the difference. No, welcome. Yeah, I have blocked a couple, yeah. No, ASL means age, sex, location. I never knew that for years either, but it was back when you had like Bebo and things. Yeah, I did that as well. Okay, and I was like, I'm not going to wait to spend over £2 on a brush, no chance. But this brush cost me £33, and I was like, £33 for a brush, but I'll tell you what, it's the best thing I've ever done. And you never really need to, the more expense you pay, I think, they last longer, you know, and you get more wear out of them. I would end up with all the wee bits on my face, and my cheap spoolie that I've got comes apart. But, right. This one is a blending brush for blending your eyeshadow in. There is another one actually come out that's in between. Right, so this is a blending brush. So this will, like, if you go over all your lines when you put it on, this will blend out all the, you know, where it stops and there's just harsh lines. This is a crease brush for getting right into your crease. There is one in between these that I am waiting to come as well. This could be, you could blend with this one as well, but not as good as the fluffy one, but this is for the crease. This one is a powder concealer brush, but I put my foundation on with this and use this bit for the concealer, but you could contour with it. You could pretty much do anything you want with that. This brush is going to last a lifetime. It's a great brush. But yeah, it does make a difference. The tools do make a difference. I think so, Gail, yeah. It wasn't something I really would have ever said to anybody before, until I actually took the plunge and got the good products, and the difference it makes is unreal. I mean, even if you don't know, you do get what you pay for, that's it, yeah. Even if you don't, can't remember what I was going to say.
Even if you don't go for expense?
No, I can't remember. I've lost it. See, this is what I do. Forget what I'm saying. Right, so I'm going to go in with a lighter colour, and then I'll maybe darken that up again. This colour is called Slick. This is like a rose gold colour. And I'm going to spray this my brush with some... No, do you know what? I'm going to put it on with my finger, because I think that when you put these shimmers on with your finger, you tend to get a better... It breaks up the particles better, and I think you see the shimmer a bit better. So I'm going to do that. Fingers are a bit big, like. So does anybody have any super duper plans for the weekend? What if you're paler than you? Same colour eyeshadow. Yes, you can use, with these eyeshadows, because you need just the smallest amount, you just put the tiniest bit on to begin with, and if you want it more, you then put more on. You're better just to have a little bit at a time and build it up. If you want it darker, then just build it up more. But you could put these on very lightly. You must have only seen me at the beginning of the nights though, Kay. going home at the end of the nights back then, the makeup wasn't good. My mum's always bought really expensive makeup. She's always been into her makeup, like she was always like loads of money for her foundation and everything. She's actually changed to this. Have a good time. That'll be great. God, I can't believe how your wee girls are, how big your wee girls are getting. That's unbelievable. Right, he's blocked.
Thank you.
Because I'm not here to talk about bloody daft things like that. That sounds fab. Fab, fab, fab. Wow, 11. That's nuts. God, she must have been just a year after Taylor then, because Taylor's 12 next Wednesday. Yeah, it's quite pretty, isn't it? It's quite a natural look. You could wear it quite natural, or you could even darken it up a lot more if you were like going out. You could darken the, you could just go over it a bit more and make it more. You could wet your brush also, and if you wet your brush and put it in, that brings the metallic out a bit more as well. Oh my God, 22. Chelsea's about to be 21 in December. Hello, Ryan. You want your face done?
We can.
It's so crazy, isn't it? Remember when they were just... God, remember when they were just at playgroup? That's so crazy. Yeah, they're quite nice, and you could wear them as a day look, or you could rock them as a night look. They're so versatile. You could even use these on your lips. Hi, Ryan. I know, they're like men, aren't they? So crazy. So crazy, it's scary. It's really scary. Right, so I'm going to leave that there just now, and I'll do the rest of my face, and possibly, well, I will go back to my eyes. Right, I'm going to put some moisturising cream on first. I've put some rose water on. That helps with my redness and things. I'm just going to put some moisturiser on. Lovely accent. My accent. Oh God, where has he shared me now? Thank you, Kay. I know, I've seen a picture of you with your boy's house. It's crazy, isn't it? It's so small. You're so short, Kay. With the boys beside you.
None of your comments.
Where have you shared me?
Everywhere.
Because somebody said about the accent.
That's the only comment I can say. Half the comments ain't coming through to me now.
Why? Go off and go back on. Right, I'm going to use the BB cream tonight. This is included in this month's Kudos, where you're getting the BB, a dip and draw eyeliner, a lip splash of your choice. Now the lip splash is £21 by itself, but this actually comes free with the price of the Kudos. The dip and draw eyeliner dries and is smudge proof and waterproof also, and you get this free makeup bag within all three products. So that's a great deal on this month. The BB cream is really good. This is actually a tinted moisturiser, but has oh, my phone is has quite good coverage for your face. You'll be able to see I do put a tiny bit of concealer in my mind because I feel it's slightly too dark. If you wanted more coverage, this is full coverage, the concealer, and you can mix both of these together. But this is fantastic for your skin if your skin's dry. That's the reason I'm using it tonight, because I need to exfoliate the skin and it's really dry. So I'm going to use it and I'm going to let you see how it works. So instead of putting primer on, I'm just going to spray some setting spray and use that as my primer. Right, and I'm just going to mix some of this up. So I'm just going to take some of that. It's actually not too dark. This is also, the Liquid Touch is cream to powder. This will dry to a powder. So a lot of people would prefer to have a dewy effect, you know, that shiny effect. Yeah, there's some stuff, see on the windowsill there, if you're wanting that. Sorry guys. So I'm just going to use some concealer as well and put that in to lighten it, and this will also give me a wee bit more coverage. So that helps, and you only need a wee bit of this, it spreads really well. Time to click on Dan's print, but I'm unable to. Right, let me see if I could. Oh, there we go. Hold on, I'll be able to do it myself. I found the button. Oh, hold on. Right, let's try this. Right, let me pin this one and see if you could get onto that one. I've pinned it now, hopefully that'll get you on. Let me know if it doesn't though, because I'll be able to tell you what else to do. Right, so I'm just going to mix this. There's my brush. I'm just going to mix this together. And like I say, with this being a moisturiser, if you suffer from dry skin, this month's kudos is a brilliant kudos. Because this BB cream is £30 by itself. And you're getting this, plus the Dip and Draw eyeliner, plus the lipstick, which is normally £21. You'll get that free, plus the free bag. So it's well worth it. I'm going to need a wee bit more than that though. This stays on all day as well, so well worth having a look at that if you suffer from dry skin. It's well worth having a look at the BB cream, because it's not like other BB creams. It's actually got quite good coverage. It's got a complexion
There you go.
enhancers in it as well, so it evens out your skin tone. Right, so I just slap that on all over. There's no. Remember that wee egg that I put my beauty blenders in? Where did I put it?
There, inside your brushes.
Oh yeah. Right, so you'll see I do have a really red face, and I get really good coverage with my Liquid Touch. Fantastic. This is just tinted moisturiser with a wee bit of concealer in it to lighten it up. So you'll be able to see what kind of coverage you could get from this as well. We'll just finish that like that. Right, I'm just going to take my beauty blender and I'm just going to wet it. If you're using the BB cream and you want to use a beauty blender, you're better to dampen it. Make sure it's damp, because the beauty blender's a sponge, it will want to soak up the moisture, and you want the moisture to stay on your face. So if it's damp, it's already got the moisture in it, so it doesn't have to soak up the moisture out of your cream. Still no getting on it. I'll go on. That's really weird how that no being able to get on that.
No one's able to get on the link.
Nah. If you go into my page.
Oh, yeah, it says site can't be reached. Oh, yeah, it said site can't be reached, and if you leave it, it does load.
He's just clicked on it and it said site can't be reached, but he's waited a few seconds and it's come up. So I don't know. But failing that, you could go onto my Facebook page, which is Power of Beauty, and there's a shop link in there. And you should be able to get on at that. They might be just updating the site or something, I don't know. Right, so I'm just going to use my blending bud to... Yeah, I don't know what happened there. To dab this in. But as you can see, this is going to be great coverage for a BB cream. And it's moisturising my face at the same time. It's fantastic. And if you like that dewy effect as well, which a lot of people do like, I prefer matte. Although, but like my mum, she prefers, you know, the dewy effect. It's just everybody's preference, isn't it? Right, so you could use your fingers as well. You don't have to use a blender. You could use a brush. You could use your fingers. Because it's just a moisturiser, it just goes on your face dead easy. The BB cream, I'm not sure how, I couldn't even tell you. I can't even lie and tell you how long this is going to last me. I've only been using the BB cream for about, on and off for about 2 months, but I don't use this every day, so I wouldn't even be able to say it. My foundation, God, this is last, I've had this since June, I think it's June. And I think I've still got at least half a bottle in that. It's separated, and looked like there was still half a bottle left. So it's definitely worth, because you only need the 5 drops. Some people only need 3. I always use 5, whether it's too much or not. But so this is definitely going to last. The BB cream, you don't need much of that either. You just need to be probably about the same, if I'm honest. Depends on how often you use it. Right, so there we go, that's just, but as you can see, that's actually helped with my redness, taking some of the veiny looks away, which is really good for a BB cream. I mean, it's only a moisturiser, isn't it? So it's quite good for those people that don't want to feel like they have foundation on and just get up in the morning and want to, you know, and at least all day you would have moisture in your face. Hi! This product, this is the BB cream, this is BB Flawless. It's a tinted moisturiser. It comes in 6 different shades. Although the last 2 shades are for like darker skin. Well, my mum got the shade above this, didn't she? She's quite dark skin. But this is on this month's Kudos, so you're getting this. A lipstick, which is, these are normally £21, you're actually getting this free, and you get a dip and draw eyeliner, and you get a free makeup bag. And that's this month's deal. It's called the Kudos, so that's well worth looking into if you're someone who likes using the BB cream, and you do get some good coverage with it. Like I say, I do have a small amount of my concealer in there, so that will obviously help me a little bit with my coverage, because this is full coverage, so this will give me some coverage even though it was just a dot. Yeah, you're probably about the same shade as my mum. Now what colour was it? I use Honey, and it's the one above that, which I think is Caramel. Sure, it's Caramel. Now when you see it on the site and it looks really dark, my mum actually used it. She used it yesterday and she put it on, And she put it in her hand, she thought, oh no, that's going to be way too dark for me. But when she put it on, it was really, really nice on her face. But I'm sure it was caramel. It's one above honey anyway, so you would see on the site the one next to honey. But yeah, you probably would be about that because you've got that sallow skin as well. Right, so I'm going to go in with concealer. I'm just blethering. Why has nobody shut me up? Where is my concealer? I just had it in my hand. So like you see, that's got that shiny dewy effect. I'm going to mattify it because I prefer my face matte. Because I have oily skin and I tend to think that it annoys me having oily skin, so when I'm shiny like that I just feel like my skin's oily. Right, I'm going to go in with my concealer anyway. And I'm just going to take that up here, and this will highlight underneath my eye as well. Down my nose, and just put these in all the areas that I want highlighted, which is normally in the T-zone. And then I'm just going to use the same blender and I'm just going to go in and pat that in with that as well. This will give me a chance to clean all this up. This will lighten up underneath my eye, cover any dark circles and make me look more awake. Instead of half sleeping. So even if I'm half sleeping, it'll make me look awake. Either that or I'll close my eye and draw eyeballs on it. When I walk into walls and that though, I think it'll be quite obvious. So that just brighten up under there and give me some extra coverage. What did you? Right, I'm just going to go in with my translucent powder, which is really fine. I set under my eyes with this. Where I've put the concealer, as you could see, all these creases under my eyes. If I left it, the liquid would sit inside those little lines and wrinkles. So I just take some of the translucent powder to set that so that it doesn't crease. And this will also mattify it for me a bit so it's less shiny under my eyes. I'll just give that a wee flick. You could set all your face with this and this will set everything. I just do this, the translucent powder, in where I've concealed. And it's really fine so it doesn't go on your skin and sit like years ago when you put a powder on and you always got that cakey look. This doesn't do that because it's so fine. I'll go over here because I'm always roasting over there. So that just set that in. Right, I'm going to contour with this concealer. Look how dark that is. Wait to try it. This is all Unique, Laura. It's all Unique makeup. Right, I'm just going to take my brush that I used my light contour on and I'm just going to take a tiny amount. I don't even know if you could see that. And I'm just going to put that down the side. And then we'll blend all that out. Now that's different from that side. Now that's either my face is squint or I'm doing it squint. Right, with this being so dark and it being a concealer, I'm just taking the tiniest amount and then I'll blend it out. Just put some round here. Down my nose.
Oh yeah, you're quiet today.
Me? I am quiet, eh? I think it's the new me. I may have decided to be quiet now. Right, I'm just going to darken under there with that. Hi Mia! Right, and I'm just going to go back in with my beauty blender and I'm just going to blend that concealer out. It blends out so well. Let's get it. So you know, if you were to put too much of the product on, if you just blend and blend, then you're guaranteed to get it to go a lot better. I'm just putting some contour on, but tonight I'm using some just concealer again, what I've used on my eyes and things, and I'm just using a darker one to contour my face tonight. Ain't nothing getting rid of these chins, but if you could cast a wee bit of a shadow, then that's good enough for me. So I just put a tiny amount of that on because I was scared to put more on in case I ended up 4 shades darker than I should be. Right, so I'm just blend that down the nose.
Where's Taylor?
She's at Chelsea's, staying at Chelsea's tonight.
No, actually. I've got her something. Actually, you got something for everyone that's mostly for her.
Did you get something for me?
It's for everyone, but it's mostly for her.
Well, that's not fair. Right, so. Oh, would you love that? Right, so I'm going to go in. She's at Chelsea's. Oh, sugar lumps. Here's my palette. I'm going to go in with some. I'm going to use an eyeshadow called Gullible, and I'm going to go on top of my concealer that I just used to contour, and I'm going to darken that with this Gullible. This is how versatile the products are. So you could use these on your face as well. And this is again as an eyeshadow. So you don't have to use one product for one thing, which is great. Right, so just darken that, jewel up, whatever these dangly bits are called. And just go around my head. Right, and then I'll just take a little brush and I'm just going to buff this in. That's what it's all about. That's what it seems to be all about, is the blending. It makes such a difference. But as you can see, this was an eyeshadow. Normally if I did this with an eyeshadow, it wouldn't blend out so well. I would still have the original line. But I'm doing my makeup on my phone and I've got you to stick this mirror. Took ages to get you to do this mirror for me and I'm doing my makeup on my phone. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Just don't investigate it.
So just blend that in. That will also set the concealer in as well. It's always good to set a cream with a powder. You don't have to. I mean, you could just go and put some setting spray on. Right, then I'm going to go in with some bronzer because I'm just going all out. And I'm just going to take that side and I'm just going to darken that a bit. Just go around with the bronzer. This will give my face a wee bit colour. And again, back to my fluffy brush. And we'll blend that out. Hello, hi Kim, welcome. Guys, if you could please share, I would really appreciate it. It would help me loads. If anybody's interested in joining Unique, send me a message. There's so many ways you could earn free makeup, earn money, there's so many things. That's what I'm saying. Half of the hundreds of presenters that are away just now to Cancun, they won that trip last year. Next year it's the Bahamas, and any presenter at any level can win that trip. If you're interested in like doing it as a business, you could also just buy the kit just for yourself, because you get £300 worth of makeup for £69. You've got no obligation to sell if you didn't want to. If you wanted to run it as your own business, then fantastic. You could earn car bonuses. It's really, really good. Right, so that's me blended and that's my Arn Soar. Send me a message, Erna. Or you could go onto my website and you could go click the link below and you could go on to join, and it'll explain what you get in your kit and it'll tell you anything you need to know. But if you would rather know things beforehand, feel free to message me and I'll explain everything to you. Right, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to put some Epic on. My favourite. Thank you, Kay. Thank you so much. It means a lot. Do you know what? I've had a couple of people message me saying that I've made them get up in the morning and put some makeup on, and it makes me feel great knowing that I've made somebody else has felt good. There's too much everybody just feels so down all the time now, and honestly doing this has helped so many women. That's what means a lot to me, what the company stand for. They've actually got a retreat for sexually abused women and kids. So honestly what it stands for, and some of the stories people have had, you know, that they thought were really at rock bottom, and this has just brought them right back up. It's just amazing. Right, epic. Here we go with the epic. I'll show you the magic in this stuff. This amazing mascara. Take that bit off the end. Very quiet putting my mascara on. I'm gonna... This wand catches all the hairs on your eyes that you didn't even know you had. I didn't even know I had half of the lashes. All the tiny wee lashes you've got. Yeah, it really does. Honestly, Kate, and do you know what? That's what people need. That's what people need, and there's too many people that... Too many women against women, or having something just bad to say about the other person, and do you know what? There's no point in it. There really isn't. I would do put eyeliner on top of your... Sometimes I do, yes. Not all the time. Sometimes I do. I usually do the dip and draw. I might put some of that on. We'll see. But honestly, women supporting women is just... great things happen. This mascara this is the first coat. This will lengthen, volumise, and, well, look, you can see the difference in my eyes. It's opened up my eyes. It curls my eyelashes. My eyelashes don't ever curl. Yeah, definitely. It really is, and there's too much negativity about other people, and I think everybody should stand together and support each other. I really do. Right, so I'm going to go back. This isn't quite dry. Them eyebrows on put. Are you meaning that, or are you taking the mickey out of me? Right, I'm going to go back over with the second coat, and I'm just going to stick to the ends.
I'm hoping that was a spelling mistake and he's not wanting them eyebrows on a pint.
1 pint. I never even noticed that. I actually read it as he meant to write it. Right, so the second coat, they say the magic is in the second coat, but the magic started on the first for me. Now this is buildable. You could put on as much of this as you like. And the more you build up, the more length you will get. Who could say their mascara does this? No fibres, nothing. Just ordinary mascara. I'm going to put it on the bottom in this mirror here. Can't really see. I have to do the mascara face. It's not funny. Yeah, so I'm going to show you the difference in these bad boys. So this is mine. I always show. There's my gorgeous eyelashes that I'm sure I'll get lots of compliments how long they are. And here's the epics. So this is what this mascara does. It takes you from this to this. And that's why I love it so much. I absolutely love this mascara. I've never thought that a one-step mascara could do this without fibres. No fibres or anything. It's actually, this wand is the amazing thing. This catches every hair and lengthens them. even the tiny wee ones in between. The power is in the wand. Do you know what I actually got? I actually got a maroon dip and draw, didn't I, with my kudos? I could maybe try that on my eyes, because that's kind of a nice colour. It might go. With that. Struggling to see in this mirror. Maroon 5. Oh, those were the days. Those were the days. No started about like that for a while. And look, you could see that those have curled as well. So I've curled the lashes. A massive difference that makes. I tell you, if there's one thing to try, apart from the foundation, is them. Because that is fantastic. And they have a love your product guarantee as well. So if you were to get a mascara and you tried it and you didn't like it, or you thought it irritated you or whatever, you've got 14 days to get a full refund, even if you've used it. I know it does make such a difference, doesn't it? So it's well worth trying. You could also get this on subscription, where you could choose to get your mascara every 35, 40, 60 or 90 days, so you're never without. If you subscribe to it, you always get it free delivery. If there's anything else, when this is due to come out, if there's anything else you wanted to add on to your order, add it on at the time that this is due to come out, then that'll also come free delivery, because everybody likes free delivery. Delivery's a nightmare. I love free delivery, yeah. Right, let's see what we've got in the, this splash liquid lipstick. I don't know if I got my dip and draw here. Right, here's my dip and draw. This eyeliner is in that colour. But it won't be, it's not, oh, that's not going to go, is it? Oh no, that's way too red. But this is one of the dip and draws. This come in loads of different colours. This is, look, this is not, it's not really flimsy. It's still got some sturdiness about it, so you can actually print it on. For those that, I mean, I know myself, I can't hold a brush. My eye's twitchy and my hand's twitchy, but you can actually just print it along your eye. That brush makes such a difference. Now once that's dry, that becomes smudge proof. I'll let you see when it's dry. I'll rub my hand if I remember, because I forget everything. I'm not going to use that one because it's way too red for me this evening. And I think my black one is in the car. Or is it? Let me have a look. I shall see. Have a look in the bag. I think it is. Or did I take it? I don't know if I took it with me or not. All the eyeliners, like the pencil eyeliners as well, they're smudge proof and you could use them on your lips. I'm going to use one on my lips today. It's just it's like this. It looks like this. Where is it? Oh, flip, I've lost the one I had in my hand now.
You just put it in your bag, did you not?
No, I threw it in there. I put it in there somewhere. Didn't intend to be in it anyway. Right, could you give me some Luminez it? Right, I'm going to go in with some Optimistic. which is
Luminizer.
this shimmer colour here. And I'm going to highlight my brow bone with that. So I'm just going to take a wee brush and go in with that. I'm just going to highlight up here. With that, give that a wee bit of a shimmer, as you do, as I do anyway. And I'm going to take some of that on the inner corner as well, and this will help open my eyes up a bit. You're okay. Right, so that'll just give that a wee bit of a shimmer. My luminizer, is that in there?
I
Could
don't
you go
know. Can't remember what it looks like. Sorry.
You can't remember or you don't know?
Oh yeah, it's that big one.
Right, luminizer, I'm going to start off with this. Normally I would pat this because I use my Liquid Touch, which is cream to powder. This also is cream to powder, but I normally tap it on because putting cream on a powder irritates it and makes it cakey. But because I've used BB cream, I could just swipe this on. Up here, down my nose. And give that a blend. Blend that in a bit. And like I say, that dries to a powder as well, so that stays on. I am going to put some of that Optimistic that I put on my eyes. I'm just going to take some of that on my brush and I'm just going to pop that on top of that luminizer because I like to look like a glazed donut. You see that? So I say I want my face matte and then I shine it up at the end. Back to front. Yeah, shimmer powder will give you some shine to your face as well. So everybody want that shine. I could just put that in there. Right. And I'm going to use some some white eyeliner. But I'll go under with my eyeshadow. Oh, nearly dropped that. Right, so I'm going to use one of the colours that I used on top was the shimmer colour Delicious, the new one. I'm just going to take that underneath my eye. Should have done that before I put my mascara on, but not to worry. I'm just going to darken that under there with that. The other side. And that'll just give a wee bit of colour underneath there. I'm just going to blend that out a bit. That'll just give that a little tad of colour. And I'm going to use, let me put this drawer back. I'm going to use some white eyeliner. And this should open up my eye a bit. So it just opens them slightly. Now I'm going to go in with, oh, itchy nose, some Prim. This is actually an eyeliner, but I'm using it on my lips. And this is the colour Prim. I know, it seems to be, my phone seems to be going in and out. I might have to use Darren's phone the next time. Because it's just annoying me now. I'm noticing that a lot with this. I don't know why it's doing it. Right, so I'm just going to put some lip liner on. Really quiet when I'm putting lips on, eh?
It's because you can't talk with your lips on.
Where's your favourite?
Yeah, in a minute, pal. Oh, I'm just going to put... smudging the edges, the corners. You could actually use this all over your lips if you wanted to. I'm just going to fade in the corners. These are so creamy, and like I say, they're smudge proof, so once you put them on, they ain't going nowhere. Right, and I'm going to go, I think I'm going to try the new one that I got with my Kudos, which is a peach nude, which is this. See how we get on with this. With this, it's so creamy, you have to take off the excess, that way you could I'm going to stick to the middle just now. These wands have a bit pointy bit for what? For lining your lips. Yeah, the white eyeliner opens up my, tends to open up your eyes. I was always a black eyeliner kind of person. My eyes would always be like that. I thought putting it on the top would even it out. I'm just gonna take that down. You could put more lip liner on with it if you wanted to have more of a prominent outline, but I just wanted it to look kind of nude. You could also put some of that shimmer that I highlighted with in the middle, and that would make it look glossy. I was just going for a plain lip. So there we go, ladies. It's been quite a plain look. You could obviously, yeah, Connor's still doing his footy, yeah. Yeah, have a try, Karen. It does, honestly, it might just work out fantastic for you. It definitely helps with the makeup. The makeup you use as well, and the tools you use. This makeup is weightless. Like, I could go out When I first got the Epic mascara and I put it on, and I kept going down the house saying, is it still there? Is it still there? I couldn't even feel it. That's what really amazed me, was the fact that I couldn't even feel it on. It's so weightless, all of it. But tonight, yeah, I've got the BB cream on. I have got some concealer mixed in with it, but this is the tinted moisturiser. This will now, won't dry my face out or anything. This will keep it moisturised the whole day, as long as I've got this on. So definitely worth, if you're into a BB cream and you want some coverage, but also you've got dry skin, or you like to get moisture into your skin. It's just like a moisturiser. Definitely check out this one's Kudos, because you do get a £21 lipstick and a makeup bag free. Yes, I'll come out in a second. I'm on here. And I've got a bit of mascara going on up here. So there we go, that's the Epic mascara. That's the BB Flawless. Great coverage. It will be slightly less because I did use 2 dots of that. Right, so that's me, guys. If you could please share, I would really appreciate it. If you have any questions, please feel free to message me with anything. If you'd like to have a look on my site, it's pinned below. Just click on that and that will take you right into my site. Any other questions, feel free to PM me anytime. Also, if we're not friends on Facebook, feel free to add me as a friend. And I hope to see you again. And thank you very much for joining me. I really do appreciate it. And till the next time. Bye.